This is Stereo Madness, your introduction to Geometry Dash, a platformer game based on avoiding obstacles to the beat of thousands of tracks. And this is Super Mario, the Nintendo game, except... wait, it's just a level in Geometry Dash, a game backed by a powerful level editor, full of tools that let you create anything you can imagine. But with all this creative freedom, why are there so many bad levels around? Is it because the Geometry Dash level editor makes no sense? Or is it backed by a toxic community that pushes away new creators? I've got several reasons on why the Geometry Dash editor makes no sense, starting with... Now, I know what you're thinking. If you think the rating standards are doo-doo poopy shit, just don't make raid-worthy levels. And that seems to be a valid argument. I mean, what does this thing even have to do with the editor? It's not like popular levels are pretty much the biggest inspiration creators have nowadays, right? Well, has it always been this way? It's time to rewind. What if I told you that once upon a time, the small group of passionate Geometry Dash creators was at peace with itself?
Why should we be the ones causing drama? It's the star-grinding community's job to be toxic.
Right, but what should we do when we get hate for making levels above 6 stars?
Make hard demons.
Tell everybody they suck ass?
Make easier levels. Could you repeat that, please?
Geometry Dash has had a long history with its competitive side, from the iconic reaction of Nepest after completing Kinos to the race to beat Sonic Wave, or Silent Clubstep, and many infamous cheating scandals over the years, but there's one legendary level that started it all, over 11.5 years ago, for better or for worse. This is Demon Park, an ancient Geometry Dash level created by M2 Cole in 2013 that was so difficult at the time that RobTop, the developer of Geometry Dash, had to create a new difficulty for levels like it, and even harder ones. This would be the start of the Demon difficulty, later separated into 5 Demon difficulties, which these days are hardly consistent. Yeah, why doesn't RobTop rate? Exactly, he rated but not. Thinking he gets high before rating levels. For sure, like, I know he's at my level and he didn't rate it. How do I know? I just know. This guy's weak. RobTop's choice in rates has been criticized since rating has even existed, with comments such as, RobTop's rating levels shrunk again, under levels considered to be undeserving of something worth no more than a star sticker on your preschool art. But really, that's just from pre-workout. This man's trust issues have made him reconsider ever depending on others, and like, I get it man, people suck. But how can such a core feature of this game rely solely on a Swedish gym bro's taste in wonky shapes? How can we settle on clear rating standards and encourage making levels as an art form? Wait, I make levels as an art form. Well, they suck, so... Shut up! Art is subjective. Yours is objectively bad, though. If you've ever orbited the wastelands of Twitter.com, you might know that its intersection with the Geometry Dash fanbase is mostly made up of teenagers with massive egos who believe they've got the most refined taste in art. These users infiltrate discussions on experimental levels like old people shaking their fists at the sky wishing new things would never happen and that the old times clouded by nostalgia could be forever. But what can we do about it? Well, it means some creators don't see the editor as a fun journey towards a level you're proud of, but as a taunting process towards creator points that you must achieve as a completionist by cheating your way through. And I think the problem is that many creators seem to view the process of making a level as a waste of time, like homework. You see, rate on your level has sort of become like a grade on your schoolwork. The intent was for you to have fun while making levels, but if your quality as a creator is measured by many through your grades, it's not as fun now, is it? It's almost like what defines your reputation as a creator does not depend on remarkability, how special what you've made is, but actually how little it departs from what's already popular. On the opposite end of the spectrum, however, there's Test Tube by Blanket Addict. Let me tell you, this level has plagued my mind. Instead of being a generic but polished, forgettable, uncreative level, it is ungeneric, annoyingly memorable, stuck in your head, and still not creative. This level must have been the creator's chaotic dumping ground for trigger contraptions, because it manages to join the uncanny valley by looking like a refurbished dump of ideas and somewhat thought out modern art at the same time. There's like the smallest hint of intent behind all these random machines. It's like navigating around an abandoned scrapyard, and it really reminds me of my favorite level of all time, and that is Devin 2003 by 2003 Devin. It's basically what this wannabe schizo experiments like Test Tube wish they could be, a raw 5-minute polished but beautifully incohesive masterpiece. You see, the core difference between Test Tube and Devin 2003 is pure editor ability. These folks had the same ideas, but one tried harder than... not at all. You can make a masterpiece like this when you've got a vision and skill, yet almost no creators nowadays find the fundamental balance. All that's to say, Devin's the fucking goat. Who even is this other guy? Most creators never find that balance, and it may just be because the editor is too damn... Complexity, the state or quality of being intricate or complicated, consisting of many interconnecting parts or elements. Intricate, very detailed or complicated. Yeah, we're getting nowhere. What do I mean when I say that the geometry editor is complicated? Well, it means that it is quite difficult for your idea, which is hopefully over here, to travel all the way here through pressing buttons on your computer. And what would that be? Oh. I tried writing this line like 7 times to try and tell you that, the geometry editor just makes no sense. Have you got it yet? Why aren't these in drop-downs? Where are all these separate blocks? What the fuck are all these for? I'm so done. See you next year. Bye!